I'm okay. Then take a look at this. Chess shoved a phone in my face, and the picture of me kissing Kenny was everywhere. Xander was claiming it was taken by a private investigator while he and I were still together. This isn't true. And that maniac posted this when I could have been in a coma? Who is this boy you're kissing? I'm entitled to some privacy. No, you're not. You're...
Hey guys, I'm Googie, and today we're going to be talking about this lady from My Story Animated who is talking about how she became a famous singer at age 15 and etc. But yet again, this story doesn't make any sense like most of the other stories that we do from MSA.
Again, please is the magic word. No, it's abracadabra. Okay, I'm guessing you're not from the mafia. You want to look at the menu? I wouldn't order the salmon. It's been smelling weird for weeks. Just hide me, now! The boy shoved me into a tiny broom closet just before the girls chasing me burst in. Did Lana Moon come in here? No one's been in here for 3 days. No, wait, yesterday, a big ugly guy came in and cut his toenails here and left without ordering anything. Does that sound like Lana Moon? You're crazy. Let's go, girls. When I heard the door...
Okay, so then first she claims to be running from a bunch of girls and then into some cafe late at night where this guy is just staying there by himself and cleaning. So how would this girl have a bunch of people chasing after her? And out of all the places, she goes into a cafe and seems like she had a decent conversation with my guy here. So in that time frame, wouldn't they have been able to find her? I mean, if it's taking that long for the guy to hide you, then I'd probably just run again and try to find a different hiding spot. But that's just me. I don't know.
Slam shut. I came out. You really don't know who I am? I figured out your name was Lana Moon. Duh. But no. Who are you? Hi, everyone. I'm Lana Moon, global sensation and chart-topping singer. But of course, you all knew that. I don't know what rock this weirdo's been living under. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. My life wasn't always like this. In fact, growing up...
So, right after this guy just did her a huge favor, instead of showing appreciation, she just straight up disrespected my dude here. And she was just assuming that everybody knows who she is. But when you think about it, there's a lot of famous people on TikTok, YouTube, that you probably wouldn't know. Everybody who's famous, I mean, most people know who PewDiePie is, but I've met a few who've never heard of PewDiePie.
A ballad. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. As I belted out the high note, I saw my parents in the doorway, their mouths hanging open. That was you singing? It was you? No, Celine Dion's hiding under my bed. Oh my god, Celine is here? Dad, of course it was me. You don't...
Oh, so is that all she can do? All by myself. Really? That's the best you got? And then her dad, seriously, I don't buy it for a minute that her dad actually thought that Celine Gallon? Bro, who is that? What's up with all these made up names? I mean, I've heard of Selena Gomez, if that's who they're referring to. But come on, at least get some names right here.
Good as education's on you, huh? I don't support this decision, and I won't be going with you two. Some people are meant to live small lives forever, and you are one of them. But it won't be me or my daughter. I was really sad that Dad didn't support me, and our family was breaking up. But I just couldn't let this opportunity slip away. Before I knew it, I was on a crazy roller coaster ride. I was recording songs, singing on TV shows, giving radio interviews, and when my album was released, it topped the music chart and launched my career into the stratosphere overnight.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Overnight? No way! So, you claimed that the guy in the cafe didn't know who you are, so you just made a few songs, maybe one song, and how do you make the song, edit it, and make a music video and do all of that in one night. But then, did you say you were signing up with managers, going to cafe, or your mom was signing up with managers and you were going to cafes and singing? This couldn't have all happened in a matter of one night. I mean, it takes time. It takes time. I mean, how do people even find you in one night? I mean, come on, make it make sense. You can't even keep your story straight for 3 minutes.
Examination. The doctor told us that my excessive blinking was triggered by exhaustion and stress, and I needed rest. Chaz had to cancel my commitments, and I went off to Hawaii for 3 months. One day, as I was sunbathing by the pool with Mom, Chaz came running. Have you seen the music charts lately? You're almost at the bottom. Relax. Have a pina colada. People love me. This is showbiz, Lana. You go from hero to zero in seconds. There's a talented new girl in town, and everyone's talking about how she's gonna be the next big thing. He wasn't kidding. The girl was some exotic foreign beauty who...
Oh, okay. So if she went on some vacation in Hawaii, some exotic vacation, then how would this guy know where she is unless she's saying, oh, I'm going to Hawaii, unless she told the guy? But then how would he be able to meet her at the exact spot where she is? Like, did she tell this guy exactly where she's staying? And the guy just happened to show up? I mean, there's many islands, maybe many hotels or etc. And out of everywhere that you could have been, this guy just happened to find you without any communication, without any email, without any text. This guy just happened to track you down.
I went to my work and started recording again. One day after my session, Chaz dragged me off to my dressing room, and I flipped out when I saw who was inside. I'm guessing I don't need to introduce myself. Oh my God, you're Xander, the lead singer for the hottest boy band in the world.
Another person just like her. This guy is not humble at all. As soon as he sees her, the first thing he says is, I guess I don't need to introduce myself. Like as if, oh, I'm super famous. You should already know who I am. But then I would have still been humble. But then I would have thought that you would still be humble enough to introduce yourself to someone who's also another famous singer. Or just say your name, but no. Alright, this lady met someone just like her, so.
I have a poster of you in my bedroom, and now you're here in the flesh? No, scratch that. It's my mother who has a poster of you in her bedroom. No, wait, that sounds way worse. It's okay. I have a poster of me too. I've heard your songs, Lana. You're very talented. Who?
So, okay, even when she's talking to Xander, she still can't keep her story straight for 2 minutes. She's like, oh, I have a poster of you in my bedroom. Oh, no, scratch that. No, it's my mom. Oh, wait, no, it sounds worse. And this guy, still super arrogant, yeah, I have posters of me in my bedroom too. I mean, I know this guy's probably on top of the world, and usually when people get super famous, they let that fame get to them.
Xander and I moved in together, and we became the new it couple. We were on magazine covers, we were doing interviews together, and the paparazzi were obsessed with us. My album sales were through the roof again, and Xander and I released a duet that the public went wild for.
Also, one question that just came up to my mind is that if all of this was true, then why didn't I see it in the popular magazines like Time or People or just magazines that do celebrity gossip? I mean, wouldn't I have heard about this girl on YouTube? And Xander as well?
It was perfect, but soon a new side of Xander started to show itself. Are you seriously wearing that to the gala? This is Chanel from last year's collection. Looks like someone gave you those clothes as charity. Please go change. It's not a good look for me. I thought Xander was being rude and superficial.
Yeah, but you don't remember how you were acting towards the beginning of the story? You think it's just him? And you didn't pick up on all the red flags when he was like, oh yeah, everybody knows me. I don't have to introduce myself. Oh, so it's only now that you figured it out.
Xander took my hand, but I shook it off. What are you doing? You know the paparazzi is always watching, so smile. Don't tell tell me what to do, and I'm not going home with you. We're done, Xander. Excuse me? Do you understand what it means to be my girlfriend? There are girls far prettier and more talented than you who are dying to be with me.
Okay, so if that's the case, then why don't you go be with them? So, if this is really true, and if she really broke up with him, then kudos to you, Lana. But Xander, if you really had girls lining up to be your girlfriend, then why don't you just let Lana go and then just choose a different girl then, if that's really your case? Maybe this guy can be over exaggerating his situation as well. But we'll see.
Done, and so are we. As I turned away, he tried to stop me, but I pushed him hard. The paparazzi went crazy around us, and I jumped into a cab and fled the scene. I checked into a hotel that night, and as I sank into the bed, I felt relief wash over me. I was free. But the next morning, I woke up to 100 angry voicemails from Chaz. When I turned on the TV, I saw the video of me pushing Xander being played on every news channel, and he was crying. Lana was only with me because of my fame.
Oh, this is a grown guy, famous, and he's crying like that on TV. This reminds me of Will Smith at the Oscars. This guy first bullied someone, then played the victim, and then cried on TV. They must have gotten some inspiration from the 2022 Oscars here. And yeah, Lana, you're a celebrity. Of course, whatever you do is going to get the media's eye and you're going to be on TV. But I'm pretty sure you already knew that. I mean, yeah, I understand celebrities are people too, and they have their own emotions and things happen. But still, you got to practice more self-control when you're a celebrity.
I really fell in love with her, though. I did everything she said. Bought her everything she asked for. But after the interview last night, she told me she was seeing someone else. Lana Moon is a cheater, a liar, and a gold digger. That jerk! I checked Twitter and TikTok and found thousands of comments calling for a boycott of my album and tour. I moved back to my own place and released an official statement saying Xander was lying and just couldn't accept the relationship was over. My fans were supporting.
Well, okay, but I would think that you would have gotten some consideration too, that the media would have been asking you your side of the story and etc. Like you're saying the media didn't reach out to you at all? I mean, media reaches out to all famous people to get the best story that they can, also to get the most clicks as well.
His fangirls were insane. They were camping outside my house, chanting protests and egging my windows. After a week of this nonsense, I slipped out one night, climbing over the back wall. But as I was sipping my favorite latte at a cafe, some of those girls spotted me. It's her. I can't believe you treated Xander that way. You need to apologize to that precious angel. That's when they started chasing me, and I ended up with the crazy boy in the weird cafe.
Oh, so all these people somehow know where you live as well? Did you post your address on the internet? I mean, I would think that a lot of celebrities, they either don't tell people where they live, or even if everyone would know where they live, they would hire a lot of security so they would be at ease no matter who shows up to their house, and they would be all protected. So if you're that famous, why don't you hire security if everyone would have known your address? And then when a bunch of people are angry and chasing you, you just happen to be sitting in a coffee shop out of all places. You should go to a coffee shop when, well, A, it could be in the morning and then you're just trying to pick up a coffee and go to work. Or B, you're literally just trying to relax and take your time and enjoy the coffee.
It was Kenny, and he offered me a dry sweatshirt and a cup of tea. As I told him my story, he was fascinated, especially when he saw Xander's picture. Whoa, you were dating this guy? I don't think I've ever seen someone so proportionate. And those cheekbones, you could grate cheese off of them. Sorry, went off on a tangent. We hate this guy. He's a toxic piece of garbage. Thank you. How come you don't know about all this? I don't have any social media accounts. I'm a theoretical physicist in an advanced level university program. So between that and my multiple jobs, I don't have much time for stupid gossip.
So it's pretty interesting here. This Kenny literally claims to be living under a rock. Like, you've never heard of any singers. You've never heard of anybody famous. I mean, I'm sure you might have heard of people talk about it in your college. I'm pretty sure you might have heard of some YouTubers. No, this story just doesn't add up.
He kissed me, and I kissed him back. We broke apart and stared at each other. But just then, Xan kissed me, and this feels amazing. Thank you, thank you. And then suddenly, he kissed me, and I kissed him back. We broke apart and stared at each other. But just then, Xander turned up at the pool. What are you doing here? Are you stalking me? Maybe. Is that a crime? Yeah. When I found out you were coming here with a +1, I had to see for myself.
Oh! So this is a private island. So she took Kenny to a private island, and then Xander just happened to appear there, the same way Chaz just happened to appear on her private island vacation in Hawaii. Oh! No. This couldn't have happened twice. Like, how would Xander know which private island specifically that she is on? And how would he even know that she was going to a private island vacation as well?
Cheating? You're awake. Where am I? You were taken to a hospital on the island, but we had you transferred to the city. You've been unconscious for 3 days. We kept the news quiet, though. How are you feeling? I think I'm okay. Then take a look at this. Chaz shoved a phone in my face, and the picture of me kissing Kenny was everywhere. Xander was claiming it was taken by a private investigator while he and I were still together. This isn't true. And that maniac posted this when I could have been in a coma? Who is this boy you're kissing? I'm entitled to some privacy. No, you're not. You're a public figure, Lana, and...
How does this manager and Xander just happen to show up wherever she is? And also, wouldn't this manager Chaz need some permission before she's visiting her in the hospital room? Come on here. I mean, and right as she says she's feeling much better, then he's like, "Oh, good, look at this. Found pictures that Xander posted of you cheating on him and etc." Like, she just recovered. Like, dude, give her some time. But again, not that this is not fabricated.
I'm your minimally met and hung out with, so you wouldn't be alone, right? I came to see you at the hospital and I heard you and Chaz talking. Listen, it's fine. I am ordinary, and I have a lot on my plate. I don't want to be in the public eye, and I don't need distractions. You and I belong to 2 different worlds, and they're never going to intersect. So let's just back off before anyone gets hurt, okay? If that's what you want, okay?
Oh my god. And Kenny just happened to be in the hospital too, overhearing it. Like, how does this all intersect? Like, how is it that everyone is all there at the same time?
I felt kind of heartbroken, but maybe it was for the best. He didn't want this life, and perhaps it was better for me to not be in a relationship right now. But on the bright side, karma hit Xander soon. He started dating the exotic foreign singer who recorded him acting crazy jealous and screaming at her, and she made it public. Xander got dropped by his label, and the same fans who'd hated me brought out their pitchforks for him instead. I got a lot of support, and my new album did amazingly well. But my success felt hollow, and I called Dad.
Oh, wow, that was a cheesy story. I mean, you're telling me that you couldn't have gotten evidence once of him acting crazy out of all the time you lived with him, or did this lady not even think about recording this evidence in the first place? Anyways, guys, that's just my take on this story. I started living alone at 15. Well, alright, guys. So this is all just my opinions and everything. So if you like this video, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, bell notifications, and share. I'm Googie!